Okay, sorry. My phone made a noise, at a weird time. Hey Virgos, I'm here to do your reading for today. We're going to be asking the universe about your romantic situation. If you guys are interested in gaining access to my extended readings for Virgos, approximately 25 per month, just go ahead and hit the join button and sign up for Virgo Bombshell membership. And if you guys are interested in entering to my first reading, just go ahead and hit like, subscribe, and comment down below. I am loved. So, universe, the person on my Virgo's mind, how do you feel towards Virgo, and what will be their next action towards Virgo? I feel like this person has convinced themselves you are very hard towards them, which could be true, and yet I feel like this is someone trying to convince themselves that beyond the parameters of what's true, so that they can write off the situation and not take action. It's like they are really, really sad about the fact that they feel like they've messed up something that could be the ultimate happiness. And yet, if they tell themselves that you hate them and that you would never accept them back, it's like this allows them to put the blame for the fact that it hasn't worked out on you, and to also give themselves an excuse to not have to go out and do the uncomfortable thing, which is to reach out to you and basically, sorry, I'm a little bit spacey this morning, and basically, risk rejection from you. With the devil in the reverse too, it's like, yeah, they don't want to come out of some kind of a vice. And so if they can tell themselves that you just hate them, then you could be dealing with a Capricorn. If they tell themselves that you just hate them, then they can be like, oh, well, I can't take action. And it also makes it somebody else's fault other than their own. It's not their fault if you hate them, and if you're like in a place where you wouldn't accept them back. Oh, what's this? Yeah, but when really it's just that they're scared to reach out and they just don't know how you feel. And so they're kind of imagining things. They're feeling that space of ignorance with projection that works for them and makes them feel better about, it basically soothes what they want to do and what they don't want to do. With the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse to the Emperor in the reverse, maybe this is somebody who feels like they don't have the money to give you the kind of commitment that they feel that you either want or deserve. Maybe they feel like you would want them to be, a traditional provider, or a true divine masculine. And I feel like this person, again, this is somebody who I'm just sensing that they're really scared to reach out to you, and they're just making every excuse in the world to not do it. Because they're fearful, not only fearful of facing rejection from you, but also perhaps of the actual intimacy that could ensue if they are accepted by you. Because again, as we've talked about in the past, this is an avoidant person. And so, obviously what they're avoiding is intimacy. They're scared to be intimate because they feel like that, oh my goodness, that part of themselves is not acceptable, most likely because they were raised to feel that way. So they have a deep, not necessarily conscious, but they have a deep fear of expressing their genuine emotions, because most likely when they were growing up, or they lived in an environment where their true, genuine emotional nature was either mocked or rejected, or their parent, without saying anything, just viewed that nature as unacceptable in some way. But with the Page of Pentacles to the Nine of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Empress here, I'd say that this person definitely sees you as their wish fulfillment, as the thing that they really want, as a person that they want to be in a relationship with, and as the Empress. But this feels like energy of where like this person just wants to come in with the Page of Pentacles rather than the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like this is somebody maybe hoping that they can approach you from a place of not having necessarily a lot of money, or because this is Emperor and Empress here. But the Emperor is in the reverse and the Ten of Pentacles is in the reverse. So I feel like this is somebody who feels that they want you to be their Empress, but they are coming from this place of being at the Page of Pentacles. Maybe they're hoping that they can approach you and that will be enough. But I mean, if it's just the money aspect, then I would say, that this person, sorry guys, kicked the stand, deserves a chance. And yet if it's just about their own investment, then they should be personally invested beyond that if they want Empress level, because it almost feels like a person who thinks that they should be able to come in and invest a tiny amount and get every good thing. And it's like, no, like if you want someone to be your Empress, if you want to have like all the emotional richness, all of the commitment, possibly even have this person bear your child, then you need to be committed to this person and you need to give them what they deserve. Not just Page of Pentacles energy. With the King of Wands here, you could definitely be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So Six of Pentacles to the Moon in the reverse and the Chariot here. This is somebody who could be thinking about giving you a gift, even if it's not, maybe there's some other kind of way that they could give you a gift. With the Chariot here, maybe it could be a vehicle or something along those lines. This could just be somebody wanting to speak their intentions towards you. I feel like this is saying that this person's insecurities go away when they think about giving you something. And that, I feel like this is saying that they know that they've taken too long to make up their mind, and that it's based in the fact that they're at least, whether or not they are admitting the truth to themselves, they're telling themselves that it's because of financial, of their financial state and potentially their ability to either commit or provide financially or not. And that this person has delayed, but that they do feel true love for you. They do genuinely feel love for you. But I feel like that's what this is saying, is that the real avoidance is about, the real delay is about their avoidant nature, and that they're putting it off onto financial issues to make an excuse that isn't about them facing what they really feel, because that's what, certain types of avoidance are. With the Fool here to the King of Cups, this is somebody who definitely wants to start over with you. But this feels like somebody who kind of plays games, or who kind of dances around and, tests people and isn't always fair. Because it's almost like they're setting up these tricks and traps that are a means of escape for them. Because it's all about them being able to escape the scenario, the potential horrifying scenario of having to show how they feel and having to just embrace and walk in how they feel and to face that part of themselves. Because it's like with this person, what I'm sensing is that they've been locking that part of themselves down from early life, that's how they learned to live. That was their reality. Sorry guys, I kicked it again. that was the reality that was formed for them by their childhood and from their experiences growing up, is that they just had to lock down that part of themselves that engages emotionally and that expresses their true emotional nature. They just had to shut it down entirely. That was the option that caused them to have a positive reaction from their caregivers, from their environment, and to feel dignity. And so, the people who rejected them initially could still be in their lives, their parents or their family. And so this is somebody who still, even if they feel like you would accept them, they still have fear about dwelling in that energy, because, potentially they could still end up feeling, like weaselly or something like that from their, from their parents. So this is essentially somebody who needs to just find the courage to be who they are. And, the thing is that you would be their safe, if you are somebody who accepts them emotionally, and there would be true emotional intimacy there, then that relationship would be the attachment that they need and the acceptance that they need to stand in that part of themselves, and to push back against people who reject them and who make them feel unacceptable. But it's just about your person maybe realizing this and finding the strength to engage with that. So yeah, with the Ace of Swords in the reverse to Six of Wands in the reverse, this is about your person, just avoiding communication and truth because they're afraid that they won't succeed. And with the High Priestess, I feel like that's you being silent and kind of having they see you as somebody who has the upper hand, who's very, very intelligent and strategic. And they just feel like the only way that they can kind of best you is by just not providing, not nurturing you. There could be an element of that here. There could be an element of this person feeling prideful about you and feeling like you're so smart and you're so this and you're so that. And the only way that they can have the upper hand is if they literally just, starve you of emotional support or communication. But it's like they're telling themselves that they wouldn't succeed, but not even necessarily with you, maybe with their family. So with shocking to better off here, I feel like this is somebody who the truth of what the insights about real intimacy and perhaps about their own avoidance and the cause of it from their early life is something that they almost want to live behind the veil, where they're not having to face it. It's like true reality is something that sometimes it's just better. It's just more comfortable to be numb to. And I don't feel like this is something that this person needs to numb themselves to for the rest of their lives. I think that they can, engage with this with you. And yet it's almost like it's so shocked their system, finding out that maybe like your own parents or your support system aren't necessarily on your side, at least to the degree that you thought that they were, can be really shocking and really destabilizing. And I feel like this is what, this person feels, is that they're almost like, I don't want to look at it. And so I feel like this is somebody who's still in process in terms of looking at that, dealing with that, maybe finding the strength to even engage with it, because that's shocking. We are tribal human beings. We all need support, and we all need to feel like we have people. Yeah. With commitment in the reverse, marriage, promises, and fidelity, there could be a need to disconnect from a commitment, a previous commitment, maybe a toxic commitment. But yeah, this is somebody who the reality of what your presence in their life caused them to see is something that scares the heck out of them. It forces them to face reality, and it's terrifying. It's like, it's ugly, what is this Page of Swords in the reverse to the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse? This is somebody who's worried. I feel like this is somebody who relies on passion to feel valuable. And they're worried that maybe because they don't know how you feel, they're worried that maybe that's not there, that maybe you don't feel that way towards them anymore. And I feel like this is somebody who that's how they sort of supplement their low self-esteem. They've been made to feel as if their emotions are not valuable, that there's something wrong with their emotions. And so what they've brought in instead is this sort of manufactured passion, that's how they feel they add value in a relationship. And so without that feeling of like, oh, everything's just so passionate and there's so much chemistry and this person is so attracted to me, it's almost like they don't know how to engage. It's like they don't know how to sit back and feel their feelings and feel like I'm a good person and I'm lovable, and every day what I bring to an emotional connection is valuable and beautiful, and that this person, I'll be appreciated, and who I am is enough. It's like this person feels that they have to manufacture these fireworks, in they can't just be themselves. What is this Page of Pentacles in the reverse to the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse? Okay, yeah, this is somebody who keeps a mask on, and that they bluff and that they play games because, again, they're trying to dance around the fact that they essentially at their core feel pretty worthless, and that they're scared that if they let you see their core, you're going to treat them as worthless. And I almost feel like if this person has a third party, or that if they've had a third party, if there's been something like that, it's like the person who is a third party is somebody who satisfies and fulfills all of these old assumptions about themselves, that they treat this person and see them the same exact way as their family who rejected them, and that they reject them, on a core level. And yet they've been able to manipulate within the confines of that relationship to keep it going. It's almost like this romantic relationship that they've had, this third-party karmic relationship, has been a situation that perpetuates all of that old garbage. But with releasing here, this is somebody who's letting go and moving on and walking away from this person. They're in the process of doing that, or maybe they have already done it. Because they see that this person is not loyal or does not deserve their loyalty. Not truly, not emotionally. But this person is scared maybe of being single and lonely and solitary. Because again, in that solitude, you're forced to face yourself. And this is somebody maybe who feels like if they don't have someone in their, maybe the relationship that they've had with this potential karmic person has sort of supplemented their ability to engage with their family system and to feel accepted by their family. But this person does have clarity. They are seeing truth. They're seeing things through a proper lens. They know the truth, and they know that they need to take action because of it. That they are at a breaking point. They are at a final straw. I feel like even if this person wanted to avoid that, they are there. They are at this final breaking point sort of energy. Because they know what the truth is. Universe, what is this Page of Pentacles to the 9 of Cups? Oh. This is somebody wanting to come out of silence. Most likely that has been between the two of you. They want to acknowledge their mistakes. There might be a little bit of a victim complex or misunderstood kind of energy, but either way, this feels like for somebody who just wants to communicate and let you know that they made a mistake. They're coming out of cloudy judgment, illusions, and distortion. I think that this is somebody who totally understands, what the truth is, but they've just kind of been making excuses. With spying here, they've definitely, I feel like what this is saying is that they've been trying to spy on you and something has changed. Like maybe you moved or something along those lines, and they can't find you anymore. Like they're not getting what they're looking for through spying. They're not getting anything online, or they're not getting anything, and they just want to know, like they're going to take action because they can't find out anything about you from their normal means. What is this 9 of Cups to the Four of Wands. I feel like this is somebody who's going to reach out and communicate that they want all these things with you, that they want a relationship, that you are what they want maybe a home with you, stability, and then they want you to be their empress. Yeah, it's like they want to come towards you and express all these possibilities with you, and they're hoping to like get you excited about it, but they want to give you foundation, family, and security. And I think that they maybe understand that you want this or that you deserve this. I think this is them understanding why they were escaping and avoiding and pushing things away in the past. I feel like they feel as if there was some kind of a curse in their life, or just some sort of negative mind aspect where something about their situation or some kind of influence in their life was influencing their thinking and causing them to not see this properly. But yeah, they want to return to you. They want a second chance. This is them coming to you for a second chance. All right. Oopsies. There we go. All right, guys. So let's get another card for you from this deck. Universe, what can you tell me about this situation for my Virgos? What is going on with their person? Oh, so yeah, moving in the reverse. You could maybe, because maybe this person is moving, or maybe you just moved, or something along those lines. And this could be someone who wants to move in with you. Yeah, this could be somebody who's like, I want to marry you. Let's move in together. They could come at you very, yeah, with the shocking card, this could be somebody coming at you very shockingly. Like, yeah, I feel like this is somebody who's maybe going to try and come towards you and jump right into bed as a way of persuading you. I'd say that they are coming towards you. They're probably traveling towards you, driving towards you. Or there could be some relevancy about next upcoming Mercury retrograde. So with pregnancy, they could be thinking, I'll just get Virgo pregnant, and then they won't be able to escape. That could be a thought there. Or yeah, because oh wow, yeah, pregnancy coming down right next to the Empress. Or there could potentially be like a third party who is expecting. But I don't think that that's... All right, universe, so what can you tell me about when my Virgos can expect to hear from this person? What can my Virgos expect to hear from this person? Oh, 42, it's the wrong time. So for some of you, 42 could be an important number, and for some of you, it's not the time right now. Universe, when can my Virgos expect to hear from their person? July. Or you could be dealing with somebody born in July. Maybe your person is a Leo. 21 could be a relevant number. For some of you, April. And for some of you, by the end of the day, you could be dealing with somebody who's 46. Any other cards? When can my Virgos expect to hear from their person? For some of you, January is when your person will reach out. Could have something to do with moving. Maybe somebody's moving in January. Maybe somebody's lease is up in January. And then for some of you, it's time to let go. And this could just mean, let go and don't think about it. And then it will actually come in sooner because you won't be resisting it. All right, Virgos, I'm going to move into your extended reading, and I hope that this has helped you.